Hello, guys. My name is Alberto Franceschi, and this is chapter one of my journey. The chapter one is the golden goal, is the game, the goal that changed everything for me, that decided for me to pursue football in a different way. It started with there was 5 minutes left in the state final, and Easy Kutin goes down the line. He runs like 30, 40, 50 meters. I'm just there waiting around the box. The game goes super slowly. Nothing. When he goes to grab the ball, I see that he's going to do a long throw, and my friend Clever Rosales comes up to me and tells me, "Bro, I'll check." When he goes to check, the defender goes to follow him. Long throw goes right to my foot, my left foot. I take a touch with my left, push it towards my right, and I just shoot as hard as I can. As soon as I go through the goalie, there's this feeling, this adrenaline that I don't think I've ever felt in my life ever again. It's hard to describe that moment, that feeling that I felt during the goal. When I turn around, I see my coach running towards me. I'm screaming with a bunch of euphoria that I can't even understand. And next thing I know, everyone's on top of me. The game's over. And we win the first state title for Palmer history. But that moment didn't start there. It's easy to just say, oh yeah, the goal, we won, great. But there was a lot of background story into the goal that led to it. It all started with the semifinals versus Lakeland Christian. It was on February 10th of 2017. Nothing. It was a memorable one because the girls and the boys, they both reached the state semifinals, and the school wanted to do something fairly special for that scenario. It was on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and they said today we're gonna have a half day, and the whole school is gonna watch the game. So we're about to play in front of the whole school. It was a dream, you know? So I remember arriving late from that semis to school. My parents let me sleep in. I'm just focused as I get in. We get to school, we have lunch early. The game's at 1:30 kickoff. Nothing. We see the Lakeland guys arrive. We all each go to the locker room, and nothing. We have a feeling that this is the day. This is the day that we're gonna make history. History is in meaning that Palmer Trinity Soccer has never arrived to a state final before. They arrived to Final Four twice, and we're just a third team to do it, and the final has never been done before. Nothing. We go to play the game. It's all slow. There's a weird feeling about it, but we keep going. The game starts, and the school slowly starts to arrive. It starts filling. It's like an atmosphere we've never felt before, because it was high school soccer. The whole crowd was filled around the whole stadium. It wasn't a stadium. It was more like a field back in that time, you know? Nothing. The game goes. It's slow, sloppy. We dominate possession, but they're defending fairly well. In a do or die game, you know how the game goes. It's pretty difficult to try to get a clear chance. Everyone's trying not to make mistakes. They're gonna boot it out. They're gonna kick it out. They're not really trying to do anything. But within 10 minutes left in the first half, my friend Clever Rosales does a foul on the half field. Nothing. That's kind of their first chance of the game that they're gonna get, you know? And they just cross it in. Typical American team. They cross it in. Someone tries to clear it. They shoot it first time. The ball goes, I swear, at -5 miles an hour. Like, it was so slow going, hits the rock, goes in. We're down 1-0 in halftime. This is the first time we go down in halftime during this playoff time. And I don't remember much of the halftime speech, but it was kind of like, let's go, let's do what we do. Nothing. We start attacking. They start sitting back as much as possible. And out of nowhere, we get a free kick in half field. I kind of curl it in, like across from half field, across my body, over between the goalie and where the wall is supposed to be, where the defenders are. and something happened. It hit the defender, and Nico Ray just is within the 6 with his left foot. He just smashes it as hard as possible with no goalkeeper. The whole school screams, so happy. Everyone was so happy, like finally, we're gonna win. Nothing. It's the kickoff. They kick it over our right back. It's a throw in. I just vividly remember, so slow. They hit a long throw, and someone heads it, and it goes slowly again in, like their second chance of the game. We're just all in shock. We finally, the goal that we worked so hard for, it was straight up taken away from us immediately, and we're back down within 30 seconds after we scored. Nothing. There's still 30 minutes left in the game. We have time. We're calm in this way, but we keep attacking. We hit the post. Like anything that could happen possible happened. The ball just didn't want to go in. I remember I hit the post once. The goalie saved another one from me. Nico Ray hit the post with a knee. It was everything. With 10 minutes left, I started cramping up, and I didn't want to be selfish and just stay in the field. I tried. I come off, and as soon as I come off, there comes a rebound exactly where I would have been. And Sergio and Devin both try to go at the same time. So it just doesn't go in. Nothing. I go back in the field, I wait. And I remember the last play of the game, Clever Rosales had a 25-yard shot. I was trying to get like the rebound or something, and it goes to me. I try to control it, it goes out, and then I hear the final whistle and just go down and just start crying. I remember my friends trying to console me, saying I was a sophomore, but it didn't feel like I didn't care if I was a sophomore or not. I wanted to win. We were there already, you know? Infuriating. The pain was unbelievable that I carried within me for around 4 or 5 months, because the next game would be in November and we're in February. I remember being down from football, not trying, I didn't have the energy, but I knew that next season was gonna be again. We're gonna have a new stadium, and this time we're gonna win. So when the season starts, the 2017-18 season, we arrived, the new stadium's done, the football team's already played there, and in my head I'm like, I want to be the first one to score in the new stadium. I want to be the first one to score in the season. I want to be the first of everything, and I want to win. I want to win states. We have another chance, you know. Season starts, we start being completely different. We're completely different. The energy's different. We're not joking around anymore. Not even in warm-ups and nothing. It was all completely serious. We lost a lot of key players, but in our head, it was, well, in my head at least, I don't know how everyone thought, you know, we were going to win. We're going to win this time. The season starts, and the first game, I scored the first goal. We win 4-0. It was, you know, it was a good run. Then we get a harder game, you know. We get a harder game, and I score another one. I open my legs, take a touch to my left foot. I go across my body. We win 2-1. And then out of nowhere, my goals just started coming. My goals just started coming and coming. I started scoring hat trick after hat trick. Like, it was, everything started coming off. I wasn't missing a chance, you know? I wasn't missing one chance. It was all coming automatic. Any ball put in behind, I was going to get to it. But not even like extremely exhausted how I was the year before. I was tired, cramping after games. This one, I was just on my flow. Nothing. The first game we win 8-4, I scored 3. Then we win 3-1, I scored 3. Then we win 4-2, I scored 3. Out of nowhere, I had like 18 goals in 7 games. And everyone started talking about me. I was getting a lot of attention. The year before I kind of was, but this one felt different. This one was, everything was coming natural. to me, and the team still looked like they lacked a couple stuff. Like in general, our team as a whole, but nothing. It felt like everything I was doing was effortless, and when the goals coming, everything just comes much easier, you know. But we're 12 games in and we're 12-0. We haven't lost a game. Everything seems automatic. There's some 8-0, there's some 3-0, there's some 4-0, and I had goals every game. Nothing. The first tough game comes, and this is where the humbling comes. We play University School. So we're all motivated. We start losing 1-0. So great. And then before halftime, I send a long ball to Nico Ray, and he volleys it, and it's 1-1. We end up halftime 1-1. And nothing. We think we're gonna win the game. We're motivated. It's a Friday. A lot of the members in the school are there. We're pretty excited. You know, we take it slowly, and then with 15 minutes left, someone draws a penalty. I come and take it, and for the first time this season, I run up. There was a long wait for the penalty. I don't know what was going on. Someone on the floor, and I missed for the first time this season. And they ended up winning 2-1. The first time this season, I felt like, wow, I let the team down. But nothing. You kind of move from there. People were talking about it, but nothing too bad in my head that I can't get around it, you know? Tough one. But then nothing. We end up this season with like 18. And we lost another game against Columbus, and I didn't score. And those are the only 2 games that I didn't score. And we lost. So, you know, but then the playoffs come, and usually we get Riviera in district final, which was the only opponent that could beat us, you know. It's in district semis, just to give you an explanation of how it works. If you lose in district semis, you're out. If you lose in district final, you get another chance. But then the rest is do or die. Nothing. We play Riviera in district semis, and there was a loose ball. We're playing not in our stadium, usual stadium. We're playing the other field, and there's a loose ball, and someone just crashes Nico Ray. And Nico Ray tore his ACL. He's out. And Clever Rosales had been injured, so we lost 2 pillars of the team for this important game, you know? Not just the game, for the run, because Clever was not good. He has something in his knee, and Nico Ray just tore his ACL, so he's out for the whole playoff run. Not just for the playoff run. He might miss next season. We're juniors here, you know? Nothing. I bred the deadlock 1-0 from lefty outside the foot shot, but it was pretty lucky. The goalie kind of lets it go in. And then Andy Montaña gets a 2-0. They get a 2-1, and they're on us a little bit, but then they get a red card, and then I start going and attacking. Once we got the 3-1, we knew we were done. Then it came to the district final, and district final we're 0-0 at halftime. And then 5 minutes into the second half, I get a goal, 1-0. Then we're more calm. And then I draw a penalty. Then Francesco Simo takes it and smashes it. I let him take it because he wanted it, and I wasn't fully confident from the spot at that time. And then I get another goal, 3-0. And we win the district finals. We'll come. Then when it comes to the regional quarterfinals, we start losing 1-0. And wow, we're in shock. We're a little bit calm. We're a little bit nervous, but long ball, Robert scores 1-0. And then they switched Sergio for Easy. Sergio was our left back at the time, and Easy was the left mid. And then they switched them, and we started destroying them. It was Sergio's pace and 1v1 situation. It was tough to stop. So then Sergio gives me 2 assists. I scored 3 goals, 1 from a corner, and he had 3 assists, and we just destroyed. It was 8-2. Then when it comes to slam, which was the toughest game, I was getting man-marked all game, and it was tough for me to get something. We were down 1-0 in halftime, and Clever Rosales comes back. He's going to play injured. So then the team gets this hype, and we scored the best goal possible, the best team goal of the playoff in 10 seconds into halftime. Sergio drives forward, passes it to Andy Montaña. He plays me first time between the lines, and I'm one-on-one with the goalie, and instead, I just give a light pass, and Sergio smashes it. Wow, and we're 1-1, and from that momentum of the goal, we're like, wow, it's possible. Matias Acosta, special shot from Matias Acosta, he saved us a bunch of times. It was incredible what he did for us in that game. We ended up going a goal in the corner. We get to the regional finals. We play Miami Country Day. Tight game. First half we dominated. Second half was just an ugly game, and Claudio Rosales gets a goal coming back from injury. We win regionals for the second time in a row. Then it comes to the state semis. We control possession. Boring game in general, but Sergio scores, and we're finally in the final. The final is tough. We fly to the land, fly. We take a bus to the land. We sleep the day before. We're calm. We're nervous. The game's at night. That the whole day we're just completely nervous. We couldn't. Tough to talk about, you know. We couldn't think. We couldn't go. We just wanted the game to come. We wake up at 10 a.m. The game's at 7 p.m. You're just like, can the game start? Can the game start? Can the game start? Can the game start? We get to the game, and I don't remember how I felt. It was just ugliest game. It felt like they were just athletically better than us. We were obviously better on the ball, but we couldn't really string passes together. It wasn't an ugly game. It was a classic final. We were all nervous. Nothing was coming up. I was having an awful game. Well, at the beginning, I was a little bit in the rhythm. The second half, I was having an awful game. And we go into halftime 0-0. We talk, we say calm, we're already here. We just need to wait for a moment and we will score. Let's keep the clean sheet and we're going to win the game. 5 minutes into or 10 minutes into the second half, they get a free kick on the top of the box. I think Eric Salhe, who has been outstanding this night, he commits a foul. That wasn't really a foul, but whatever. And Daniel Sweeney hits a low shot for the first post. For the first time in the whole playoff run, Matias Acosta makes a mistake. We'll disagree to this day. But I say that was a mistake on him because it was on his post, and in high school, I don't think if anyone hits it over the wall, it's over. So then we get the ball, they give a pass to JJ on the ground, and he goes under his foot, and I'm like, oh my God. Wow, we're gonna get this far to actually lose, you know. Not to tell anything on Jonathan Ludwig, but that was the moment that I really started to doubt, because I was like, oh, nothing's coming out for us today, you know. But then with 25 minutes left, Sergio Sania comes up to me and was like, tranquilo, bro, vamos a ganar. Relax, bro, we're gonna win, he tells me. I'm like, damn, if he feels this, everyone else feels it, you know. Nothing. Sergio goes down the line, crosses the ball. I'm kind of between three on the edge of the box on the left side. I kind of try to dribble 1, 2, and the ball's about to lose, and I just kind of toe poke it, and it comes rolling back to Easy, and Easy uses his first time and puts it up or net. It was just the best goal of his career, and it couldn't come at a better time. It was floating in for me. It was insane. I just couldn't believe in that it went in, and you can see on the videos on the celebration how important that meant for us, that goal. Wow. So then the game started going back and forth. It was the game mostly in the middle. You know how playoffs games are. I'm getting repetitive, but it's kind of all the same. Until 30 seconds left, Francesco Simo takes a big touch, and Pichard, who scores the golden goal the year before, is 1-on-1. And from me, I'm on the left side on top, and I just couldn't believe it. Everything stopped for a minute. Matias is not coming out. He rushes out and he saves it, and wow. Robert Bistro gets the ball, and I'm already going for the counter. He kicks it up. I'm going 1-on-1. The keeper crushes me, and Claudio with no goal. He shoots it with his left because his right is injured, and nothing. We get to overtime. Once we get to overtime, the first half is they miss another chance, and we're just like, what is going on? What is going on? But then in halftime, I tell the team, please just kick it up to me. Like, I will score. I will score. The first time I got really into the team and scream at them at such level, but I just wanted the ball. I felt like I wasn't getting it. And I just wanted it in behind. I saved my energy for this moment. Please give me the ball. And then it comes. With 5 minutes, 24 seconds left, exactly how I started. Easy gives me a deep throw and Clever tells me he's going to check. I control it with my left foot. I take another touch with my right and I just rip it as hard as I can. And it goes straight upper 90, but I didn't know it went upper 90. I just saw it go past the goalie and I was done. Incredible feeling. You don't understand the relief we had. How happy we were jumping in the hotel room. We were celebrating the coach and not just the head of school. Wow. The dean. We were all jumping, our families. It was like an incredible feeling, hard to match. It felt like everything we've worked towards, not just from that year, from the year before, it summed up into one goal. I should talk a little bit more about this feeling, but wow. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, and just adrenaline rush, happiness, relief is just an incredible amount of feelings that describe into that one moment when the ball went in the net. Thank you for listening. My name is Alberto Franceschi, and this is chapter 1 of my journey to pro.